What's up guys, it's FNHusa57 here. We are back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One, and today I have another opening video for you. We will be opening 501 huge bags of salvage, and this is going to be my biggest opening video yet, so go ahead and bear with me. Now, you will need, in order to acquire these huge bags of salvage, you will actually have to have a Salvager's enchantment, and the highest rank on those is rank 7. As you can see, I have a 3% chance after killing a foe to find a bag of salvage. This is what gives me those bags of salvage that you may have seen in some of my other videos, and some other people were inquiring as to how I got them. So go ahead and get started here. Now I got plenty of space in my inventory, and as you can see, I do have a new mount. You guys will just have to wait until a future video to see that mount, though. Damn cultist messenger, mucking up my video already. Alright, we'll go over here, and let's see what we've got. Now, I've only opened a couple of these. They can give you all kinds of interesting stuff, so you and I are going to find out at the same time what we get. Unidentified item. Unidentified item. Holy crap. A bunch of profession resources. Wow. Okay, that was really cool. Unidentified item, some crappy potions, a bunch of profession resources again. So far I'm liking all those profession resources. More shitty potions, and lots of profession resources. Okay, these are going to be pretty nice for doing professions. We got some precious gems in there, leather, solvents, got all kinds of good stuff there. Fundamental ice and witchwood, bolt of cotton. Alright, those are all good. Unidentified item, desert rose district map, a major injury kit. That's a bunch of silver right there, so that's cool. More profession resources. Definitely liking these profession resources. Oh, another major injury kit. Not going to complain about that because we all need them from time to time. Semi-precious gems. I'm really liking these packs here of profession resources. Definitely saves you from having to buy them, and anything that you don't need you could always sell. These potions, though, I'm opening this on my level 60 control wizard, so I don't know why it's giving me the lower level potions. Alright, that's pretty good. Fundamental fire, fundamental lightning. I actually need those. The unidentified items really aren't that great. You could either sell them for silver or just, you know, chuck them. Another major injury kit. Dark clover and witchwood. Major injury kit. Major injury kit. Alright, definitely liking those injury kits. There we go. There's a good chunk of material. So far that's what I like to see. Moon Sea Salt. That's pretty good. That's for leatherworking and jewelry crafting, so I like that. Definitely like that. Alright, major injury kit. Fundamental ice and a symbol of tempest. The unidentified items look like they're all going to be green, so that's not really that great. They're just going to be something to sell to the shopkeeper. Some more potions, which probably end up selling those to a shopkeeper. There we go, there's something good. Symbol of Morden and witchwood. More profession resources, or they can be sold. Another major injury kit. Looks like I won't have to be buying major injury kits for a while. Symbol of Tempest and witchwood. Fundamental earth, fundamental fire, and residium. Actually, residium has gotten kind of expensive. Bright leaf and residium. So these are pretty cool for getting your profession resources, at least the uncommon ones. Dark clover, fundamental ice, fundamental lightning. Alright, there we go. Quicksilver, I actually needed that. I need that for alchemy, so that's pretty good. Saves me from having to buy that. Some of this stuff can get pretty expensive to buy on the Tarmaloon Trade House. Fundamental lightning, symbol of tempest. Another major injury kit. Desert rose and residium. Raw gems, semi-precious gems. You can actually trade those with people for gold. So if you're not using them, that's a good way to make some extra gold. And the potions you could probably trade off for gold as well, especially if you have a lot of them. More potions. Alright, another major injury kit. 6 residium. The injury kits are pretty popular. Alright. I don't think we're going to get anything super fantastic, but we'll just have to see. Fundamental Earth and Residium. More potions. Another injury kit. Alright, there's coal and quicksilver again. I need those, so that's pretty good. I think that's my favorite right now, is getting all those extra profession resources. The potions are okay, but I'm just going to sell them to a shopkeeper, put them up on the Tarmaloon Trade House. Well, that's pretty cool. Actually got a refugee on that one. Huh. I didn't know you could get those out of a pack. That's cool. Fundamental Earth, Fundamental Fire. Major injury kit. Potions. Another batch of profession resources. Yet another batch of profession resources. Oh, got lots of good stuff here. I'm not going to need to buy injury kits for a pretty good long time. Which, I like that. I don't like having to waste gold buying injury kits. Not very good on those profession resources. Mostly some basic iron stuff. 2 dark clovers, a major injury kit. Another major injury kit. Wow, getting lots of those. 3 residium, symbol of Tempest. Bright leaf, 3 residium. Bright leaf, 3 residium. 3 residium and the symbol of Tempest. Okay, well, I definitely will not be buying residium. I've seen some people asking for it lately with this Well of Dragons event. They've been wanting to buy 100 residium, and they've been wanting to pay like 30 to 50 gold for it. So that stuff's kind of expensive now. Desert Rose, Fundamental Lightning, any of the fundamental stuff, or the like the Dark Clover, symbol of Morden, any of that stuff you could sell up on the auction house as well if you don't use it. Some of my precious gems. I love it when I get those. More injury kits. Bright Leaf and Fundamental Earth. Major injury kit. Lots of more profession resources. Pretty sure that's about all we're going to get out of this is unidentified items, potions, and then the profession resources. Bill of sale. That's actually pretty good. More profession resources. So I'm liking the profession resources the most. Not quite sure why it's giving me potions that are the mid-level potions when I'm a level 60 character, so I should be getting the major potions, but hey, whatever. I'll give them to one of my other alternate characters, or like I said, you could sell them, trade them to somebody if you get a bunch of them. Fundamental Fire, Fundamental Ice, I like those. I actually used up most of my Fundamental Fire, so I'm pretty happy that I have that. Sadly, I've also used up most of my diamonds. I had about 3.5 million diamonds there a while back, but spent a bunch specifically on that mount and a couple other pieces of gear, leveling up some stuff. Working on getting some more gold, though, up to 462 gold, so that's working out pretty well. Fundamental Fire and Residium. Major injury kit, Bright Leaf, Dark Clover, I need those. I definitely don't want those green unidentified items. To me, they're just of no use. I mean, you could waste a Greater Scroll of Identification and then put them into your artifact gear, but other than that, they're not really worth it. I'd rather just farm refinement point stones, which I already did a video on the refinement point stone farming. You guys should definitely check that out. Another major injury kit. So, wow, up to 75 so far, those major injury kits. 76, that's pretty good. Definitely not going to buy them for a while. Fundamental Fire, Fundamental Lightning, Symbol of Morden. I'm going to be set on these profession resources, especially because I did that opening video for 50 of the profession special booster packs. I got a bunch of resources out of that. Still got about 220 more of these little bags. Actually, well, huge bag of salvage, so definitely pretty happy at what I'm getting out of these. Coals, ooh, spool of silk. Need that too. That was a nice one. Quicksilver, spool of silk, bright leaf, fundamental earth, bright leaf, witchwood. I'm gonna be set on profession resources. It's like I'll be set on those, and I'll be set on freaking injury kits. Pretty much never need an injury kit again, which you figure they cost you 20 silver, if I remember correctly, each. So, I mean, you can either get a stack of 100 and sell them for like 10 silver each, or trade them, you know, if you don't want them or you don't need them, or you're running the new artifact cloak that makes you immune to injuries. Otherwise, keep them, because that's just saving money right there. It's money you didn't have to make. Fundamental ice and residium. I'm going to have a lot of residium by the time this is done. Coal, quicksilver, semi-precious gems, those are all very useful. Alright, what do we got left? Come on, 164 more of these. Give me something good. So far, I just keep getting a reward of rare quality. I'm really kind of curious to see what a reward of epic quality would actually look like out of these. Or for that matter, if it's even possible to get a reward of epic quality. Oh, that's the best thing I've seen lately, the refugee and the 3 residium. Refugees are that leadership resource. They can be kind of a pain in the butt to acquire. Dark clover and a desert rose. More unidentified items and potions that I don't want. Spool of silk thread. That's helpful. Alright. Come on, let's see. What else is left? Desert rose, bright leaf, dark clover. I like all those. Another major injury kit. Probably going to end up having 100 major injury kits. Symbol of tempest and witchwood. Fundamental earth and witchwood. Definitely. There we go. 6 residium. That's helpful. More profession resources. I'd say I probably have 100 or more of those major injury kits by the time we're done here. Definitely. I got 95 of them now, so they're stacking up pretty quick. We'll take a look at what all I got after I go through the last of these. I got 115 left. 2 fundamental ice. Alright, that's cool. Well, more potions. We'll be selling all those potions. Dark clover and witchwood. Fundamental lightning. There's my fundamental fire. I was actually just about to say the one I really need is fundamental fire, because I spent all of them on the last event that we had. Brimstone and the local map. The rest of the stuff is just junk. Oh, come on. Let's see. Give me something good. Give me a reward of epic quality. Let's see if it's even possible to get one. Injury kits and potions. Let's see. Come on. 75 more packages to go. Can I make it to 100 of those major injury kits? I think so. Yes, actually have over 100 of them now. Alright, you can stop giving me those. Thank you. There we go. Refugee and a desert rose. More unidentified items. There's a nice batch of profession resources. Potions. More potions. More crappy unidentified items. There we go. There's some more profession resources. That's what I like to see. I love those profession resources. And of course, major injury kits. Come on. Give me something good. 3 residium. Alright, there we go. Coal, moonsea salt. Alright, definitely like those. Gonna check out how much stuff I got here in a second. I got 30 more packages to open. Mostly getting these unidentified items, but every once in a while getting something really good. Potions, fundamental ice, bill of sale, and a fundamental fire. I needed that. Major injury kit, charcoal, bolt of cotton. I'm gonna be set on these. 2 fundamental fire. Alright. That's probably the best thing I've seen so far. Of course, depends on what profession you're doing, which ones you need. Coal and moonsea salt. More potions, more potions. And the last one is a batch of resources. So, we'll take a look at what I got. Of course, a ton of the unidentified items, a bunch of greater potions, which you could either save, use, sell to a shopkeeper, or just get rid of. And a totally asininely ridiculous amount of green unidentified items in my overflow bag. So yeah, that's a lot of crap that I'm going to be getting rid of. Of course, some jackass that wants to try and interrupt me. Thank you very much, game. Go away. I don't want nothing to do with you, Rage Drake. Let's see. Now I need my profession resources. See what's new. Well, now I'm up to quite a few of the fundamental earth, dark clover. Got a bunch of raw gems. I've gotten a ton of these profession resources off of that, so actually quite happy with that. I of course didn't get the dragon egg or anything like that from it, but I'm up to 93 refugees and 165 residium, plus plenty of the symbols of Morden and fundamental lightning, fundamental fire, fundamental ice, you know, all those interesting things that are helpful at some point. So if you guys have any questions, anything like that, make sure that you post a comment. Otherwise, go ahead and smash the like button. And if you have any questions, I'll be here. Try and get back to you as soon as possible. Catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.